Welcome back. President Donald Trump and his former national security advisor Michael Flynn want a lot of your taxpayer money to go into their pockets. Bloomberg reports the Department of Justice is in settlement talks with Michael Flynn for $50 million. Flynn claims the investigation by former FBI Director Robert Mueller into him was a wrongful prosecution. The New York Times reports the president is demanding $230 million from the DOJ to make up for the investigations against him. Moreover, some of the people in the DOJ who would have to approve paying the president were some of his defense lawyers. Let's bring back Bill Bloom and Kevin Perkins. There is a strong argument for a conflict of interest here. What does it say about the government that these are actually being considered, Kevin Perkins?
Well, here's what I think is happening. Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, all of the folks that have been appointed by Donald Trump are in his pocket, so to speak. And so if Donald Trump wants money from the Department of Justice, he's going to put the screws to Pam Bondi to try and get it. He's going to try and utilize his influence to help his buddy Michael Flynn, too. What's happening is you're seeing in MAGA, and MAGA was all about, you know, the deep state and the elites in government. Well, now the deep state is Donald Trump, is Pam Bondi, is Kash Patel. And the MAGA folks that are in the front lines, you know, the rank and file that marched to the Capitol and had a riot at the Capitol, they got pardoned, but now they're looking for money. And the Department of Justice says, no, we're not even going to take up, you know, those cases and investigate. So you're having a break in MAGA, and I think, you know, people are starting to see, even if they voted for Trump, Trump's about himself. He's not going to help anybody but Trump. So I think that's what the bottom line is when we're looking at this issue.
Bill Bloom, this would be unprecedented. What do you think about potentially these big payments to either Michael Flynn and Donald Trump?
Well, Trump is a citizen who's afforded the same constitutional rights to defend himself from wrongful prosecution, just like every other citizen. If you look at the Russia collusion investigation, the FISA court, which made its decisions based on tampered evidence, he's you know, he called it wiretapping, the eavesdropping on his businesses and his campaign. I think he's got a lot of legal footing on demanding the same redress that every other citizen who has felt that like they've been wrongfully prosecuted by the government has resorted to. I think it's going to be interesting because it is there's you know, the people who are having to make these decisions are all people who are in the federal government. I don't think when they wrote the laws they ever envisioned that the President of the United States would be one of the ones go on, I'm sorry.
Seeking this relief. I get you. Bill Bloom, Kevin Perkins, thanks for your time. Both of you be safe. That brings us to our question of the week. What do you think about President Trump demanding $230 million from the Department of Justice for the investigations that targeted him? Send your answer by email to fortherecord@whbf.com or respond to this post on Facebook at the Local 4 News WHBF TV page or my page.